Right now, in Los Angeles, thousands are flooding the streets, demanding the unthinkable. Police are swarming a neighborhood where gunshots just left 5 people bleeding. And at Dodger Stadium, a night that was supposed to be a celebration turned into a brutal beatdown caught on camera. This is Los Angeles today. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's happening in the city right now and why these 3 stories are connected by one volatile thread. Thousands have gathered in downtown Los Angeles today for the No Kings protest, one of dozens of demonstrations taking place across the city and the nation. The main rally is at Gloria Molina Grand Park, directly across from City Hall. Organizers expect up to 50,000 people at this location alone. More than 30 local organizations are supporting the event. Demonstrators are voicing opposition to the current presidential administration and calling for the abolition of ICE, the Immigration Enforcement Agency. Among the visual highlights are large inflatable balloons depicting the president in satirical costumes, intended as symbolic protest art. Speakers include actress Jodie Sweetin and National Education Association President Becky Pringle. To prevent demonstrators from accessing the 101 freeway, transportation officials installed security gates at on-ramps ahead of the event. Smaller protests are happening simultaneously in Encino, Santa Monica, West Hollywood, and at the Trump National Golf Club in Rancho Palos Verdes. Police are monitoring all locations, and so far, the demonstrations have remained largely peaceful. In the Manchester Square neighborhood, a shooting has left 5 people wounded, one of them fatally. Officers responded to reports of gunfire late yesterday. Upon arrival, they found 5 victims at the scene. One was pronounced dead. The others were transported to area hospitals. Their conditions are currently unknown. The Los Angeles Police Department is investigating, but has not yet released information about a suspect or a possible motive. Crime scene tape remains in place as investigators search for evidence and interview witnesses. Residents in the area reported hearing multiple gunshots. Police have cordoned off several blocks as the investigation continues. Anyone with information is asked to contact the LAPD. The Los Angeles Dodgers home opener weekend took a violent turn. A video circulating widely on social media shows a physical altercation breaking out in the stands at Dodger Stadium during the game. Several individuals can be seen exchanging blows before security intervenes, but that was not the only incident. Away from the stadium, 2 men wearing Dodgers gear were attacked outside a bar on Santa Monica Boulevard. According to witnesses, up to 6 suspects assaulted the men, leaving them with visible injuries to the head and face. The suspects fled the scene before officers arrived. These incidents follow recent demonstrations outside the stadium involving protesters who voiced opposition to Dodgers owner Mark Walter over his company's involvement with immigration detention facilities. The Dodgers organization has not yet released an official statement regarding the altercations. Police are reviewing footage and ask anyone with information to come forward. In Encino, more than 1,000 demonstrators gathered Saturday morning at the intersection of Ventura Boulevard and Havenhurst Avenue. This protest is part of the same coordinated No Kings action happening across the country. Organizers expected crowds to begin assembling around 11 a.m. for speeches, followed by a march along Ventura Boulevard. Among the scheduled speakers was Los Angeles City Councilwoman Nithya Raman, representing the 4th District, which includes Encino and surrounding neighborhoods. The Encino event draws attention to the widespread nature of these demonstrations. While downtown Los Angeles saw the largest crowd, with estimates reaching 50,000, the satellite protests in neighborhoods across the city show the breadth of participation. Caltrans, the state transportation agency, took precautionary measures ahead of these events. Security gates were installed on on-ramps to the 101 freeway in downtown Los Angeles to prevent demonstrators from entering the freeway, a tactic seen in previous protests. Organizers of the No Kings movement describe it as a coalition-led resistance focused on what they call non-violent action. Participants are instructed to leave weapons at home and to de-escalate any potential confrontations. The movement's name references what organizers describe as opposition to authoritarian policies, with the slogan appearing on signs and banners across multiple protest sites. Los Angeles police are monitoring all locations. As of this report, the demonstrations remain largely peaceful. A serious multi-vehicle collision shut down portions of Interstate 80 in Los Angeles early Saturday morning, causing significant traffic delays and sending at least 2 people to the hospital. The crash occurred around mile marker 36, shortly before 3 a.m., according to the California Highway Patrol. Emergency responders arrived to find multiple vehicles involved in the collision. Paramedics treated several individuals at the scene. At least 2 victims were transported to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center for further evaluation. The extent of their injuries has not been released. The California Highway Patrol closed multiple lanes in both directions as crews worked to clear the wreckage and investigate the cause. The closures caused significant disruptions for early morning commuters using this major thoroughfare. Authorities have not yet released information about what caused the crash. The incident remains under investigation. The CHP is asking anyone who witnessed the collision to come forward with information. Drivers were advised to seek alternate routes while emergency crews remained on scene. Lanes have since reopened, but traffic patterns may still be affected. This latest incident adds to growing concerns about traffic safety in Los Angeles. Recent data indicates an increase in collisions on major highways, particularly during early morning hours when visibility is reduced and driver fatigue can be a factor. That's the state of Los Angeles right now. From political protests to street violence to sports fan chaos, this city never stops moving. If you want to stay on top of what's happening in LA and across the country, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be back with more updates soon. Thanks for listening.